My beloved brothers and sisters, there are moments when you feel tired of trying, tired of hoping, and tired of waiting. You wonder if your efforts matter, if your du'as are heard, if the struggle will ever end. But remember this, Allah never starts a journey. He does not intend to complete. What feels unfinished to you is still unfolding perfectly in His plan. The delays, the setbacks, the quiet seasons, they are not signs of failure. They are signs of formation. Allah sees the strength you're building, the patience you're learning, and the faith you're holding on to even when it's hard. So don't give up now. If Allah brought you this far, it's because He's not done with you yet. Trust Him. He will finish what He started. Allah never begins a journey without completing it. Allah never starts something in your life without intending to bring it to completion. What feels unfinished to you is not abandoned, it is unfolding according to divine wisdom. Humans rush outcomes, but Allah perfects processes. Every step you've taken, even the painful ones, are part of a journey Allah Himself designed. And what Allah designs, He completes with purpose and mercy. There are moments when you feel stuck between who you were and who you are becoming. That in-between space can feel exhausting and confusing. But it is often the most important phase of growth. Allah allows this stage so your heart matures, your faith deepens, and your reliance shifts fully toward Him. Completion requires preparation, not haste. When Allah places a dream, a desire, or a calling in your heart, it is never random. He does not tease His servants with hope only to abandon them halfway. If He inspired you to begin, He already wrote the ending. Even when you cannot see progress, Allah is quietly moving pieces in your favor. Many believers give up because the road becomes longer than expected. But length does not mean failure. Some journeys are slow because they are valuable. Allah stretches the path to strengthen your patience and cleanse your intentions. The destination becomes sweeter when the road refines you. Allah completes journeys in ways that protect your soul. Sometimes He slows you down to save you from arrogance. Sometimes He pauses your progress to heal wounds you didn't know were there. Completion without healing would break you. Allah is too merciful to rush you into blessings you are not ready to carry. The Quran reminds us that Allah is Al-Hakim, the most wise. His timing is precise, not careless. When something in your life feels delayed, it is not forgotten. It is being aligned. What arrives late often arrives stronger, purer, and more lasting. If Allah allowed you to survive what almost broke you, it is proof He is still writing your story. He would not carry you through storms just to leave you stranded at the shore. Survival itself is evidence that the journey is ongoing and meaningful. Every prophet's life teaches this truth. Yusuf alayhi salam did not go from the well to the throne overnight. Musa alayhi salam did not lead his people without first being tested in exile. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not see victory without enduring years of rejection. Allah completes journeys, but He completes them through patience. Sometimes you mistake silence for abandonment, but silence is often the space where Allah works most deeply. Roots grow underground before the tree appears above the surface. Your unseen growth matters more than visible success. Allah never wastes effort. Every prayer you made, every tear you shed, every time you chose faith over despair, none of it disappears. Allah stores effort and releases reward at the right moment. Completion is not erased by delay. You may feel tired of starting again, but Allah is not tired of supporting you. His mercy does not decrease when you feel weak. In fact, Allah draws closer to the heart that keeps turning back to Him despite exhaustion. If Allah placed strength in you to begin, He will place strength in you to continue. You are not walking alone. Divine support does not expire midway. It renews itself at every stage of the journey. Sometimes Allah completes journeys by changing their shape. What you thought would end one way may end better in another. Trusting Allah means trusting not just the destination, but His method of reaching it. Your journey is not measured by speed, but by sincerity. Allah completes sincere efforts, even if they look small to the world. A heart that refuses to quit is beloved to Him. When doubt enters your mind, remind yourself, Allah is not careless. He does not plant hope to mock His servants. He plants hope to guide them forward. Hope itself is a sign that the journey is alive. There are chapters still unwritten in your life, pages still blank, waiting for Allah's timing. Do not close the book early just because the current chapter is heavy. The story is not over. Allah finishes journeys in ways that bring peace, not regret. He aligns the ending with your growth, not your impatience. What He completes will feel right to your soul, even if it took longer than you wished. If you were meant to stop here, Allah would have stopped you already. The fact that your heart still hopes, still prays, still tries, that is divine permission to continue. Completion is not always loud. Sometimes it comes quietly through inner peace, acceptance, and clarity. Allah completes journeys not just outwardly, but inwardly, where true success lives. One day you will look back and realize that the delays protected you, the struggles shaped you, and the waiting strengthened you. You will see that Allah never paused your journey. He perfected it. So do not quit halfway. Do not judge the story before the final page. Allah never begins a journey without completing it. And the ending He has written for you will be worth every step you took to reach it. Delays are part of divine preparation. Delays often feel like rejection, but in Allah's plan they are refinement. When something you desire does not arrive on time, it does not mean it will never arrive. It means Allah is preparing you for it. Preparation is mercy. Without it, blessings could overwhelm you instead of uplifting you. Allah delays not to punish, but to protect. He sees outcomes you cannot see and knows timings you cannot measure. What you want immediately may harm you if given too soon. So Allah slows the process, strengthens your heart, and aligns circumstances quietly until the blessing fits you perfectly. A delay teaches patience in ways ease never can. When you wait, you learn to rely on Allah instead of outcomes. You learn to trust His wisdom rather than your urgency. This trust reshapes the heart and makes it strong enough to hold what is coming. Many doors remain closed, not because Allah forgot you, but because He is rearranging what lies behind them. He prepares people, conditions, and moments all at once. When everything aligns, the door opens effortlessly. Delays ensure that when it opens, it stays open. Allah uses delay to cleanse intentions. Sometimes we want something for reasons that would later hurt us. Waiting allows those intentions to mature. What you finally receive after patience is purer, safer, and closer to Allah's pleasure. Delays build inner discipline. They teach you how to remain consistent even without visible reward. You keep praying, keep trying, and keep believing. This consistency is beloved to Allah. He values perseverance more than instant success. If everything arrived quickly, faith would weaken. Delay keeps the heart humble and dependent on Allah. It reminds you that control does not belong to you. This realization brings peace because surrender removes anxiety. Every prophet experienced delay. Promises took years to unfold. Relief did not arrive immediately, but every delay carried wisdom that strengthened them for their mission. Allah prepares those He loves through patience. Delays protect you from regret. Many people receive blessings too early and misuse them. Allah saves you from that by shaping your character first. When the blessing arrives, you handle it with gratitude instead of arrogance. Waiting trains emotional resilience. You learn how to manage disappointment without despair. You learn how to hope without obsession. This balance protects your heart from breaking when life does not move at your pace. Allah sometimes delays to remove distractions. While you wait, attachments fall away. Priorities shift and clarity increases. By the time the blessing comes, your heart is focused and ready. Delays teach you to value the process. You stop chasing results and start appreciating growth. You notice how much stronger, calmer, and wiser you have become. This inner transformation is part of the reward. What arrives after patience carries barakah. It feels lighter, more peaceful, and more aligned. Allah places tranquility in delayed blessings because they come with understanding. Delays also separate sincere faith from convenience. When waiting becomes hard, the heart reveals what it truly trusts. Allah honors the believer who remains steady during uncertainty. Sometimes Allah delays to replace something better. What you wanted may not have been best for you. Delay opens space for divine alternatives that bring more peace than you expected. Waiting brings you closer to Allah through dua. You speak to Him more honestly, more deeply, more often. This connection is a gift hidden inside the delay. Allah does not delay out of neglect. He delays out of precision. Every second of waiting is measured and meaningful. Nothing is random in His plan. Your timeline is emotional. Allah's timeline is eternal. When you trust His timing, stress fades and acceptance grows. The heart relaxes when it stops racing time. Delays strengthen your ability to hold future blessings. What would have broken you earlier will bless you later. Allah prepares containers before He pours gifts. When relief finally arrives, it will not just answer your prayer, it will justify the wait. You will understand why it could not come sooner. Gratitude will replace frustration, so do not rush Allah's plan. Delays are not denial, they are divine preparation. What Allah is building in you now is just as important as what He will give you later. Your du'as are working even when you can't see it. Your du'as do not disappear into silence. They rise to Allah, who hears every whisper before it leaves your heart. Just because you do not see immediate change does not mean nothing is happening. Allah works beyond what your eyes can measure. What you call delay is often divine movement unfolding quietly. A dua is never wasted. Sometimes Allah answers by giving you what you asked for. Sometimes He answers by protecting you from what you asked for. And sometimes He answers by storing the reward for a time you will need it more. Every response is mercy, even when it does not look like one yet. When you make dua, you begin a process, not a transaction. Allah does not rush outcomes. He perfects them. Your dua may be reshaping your future, softening hearts, or removing unseen harm. The work of Allah is subtle, but it is never absent. There are changes happening inside you because of your dua. Your patience is increasing. Your reliance is deepening. Your faith is becoming stronger. Even if the situation looks the same, you are not the same person who first made that dua. This inner growth is part of the answer. Sometimes Allah delays the visible response because the unseen response is more important. He may be strengthening your iman before granting your request. He may be preparing you emotionally so the blessing does not overwhelm you. Your dua is working where it matters most. Dua is a conversation, not a demand. You speak and Allah listens with perfect understanding. He knows what you truly need, even when your words cannot express it. Trust that His response is guided by knowledge you do not possess. Your dua may be working by redirecting your path. What you asked for might arrive differently than you imagined. Allah often answers in forms that bring more peace than you expected. When the blessing comes, you will realize